Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a real treat tonight with our state talent. Please welcome to the stage to share with us her singing talents, Miss Mallory Blackwood from the R.D. Anderson chapter.
Sorry about that. We had to get hooked up, so. All right, this is called Oh Atlanta, and it's by my favorite artist, Alison Krauss. Same old place, same old city. What can I do? I'm falling in love. I'm just an old hound dog roaming around, oh Lord. I've got all this in heaven above. Oh Atlanta, I hear you calling me. I'm coming back to you one fine day. No need to worry, there isn't a hurry, 'cause I'm on my way back to Georgia, on my way back to Georgia. I get this feeling in me when I remember all those crazy days and crazier nights. Can't you hear the music playing? I bet you heard them say, we're gonna rip them up and light up the night. Oh Atlanta, I hear you calling me. I'm coming back to you one fine day. No need to worry, there isn't a hurry, 'cause I'm on my way back to Georgia, on my way back to Georgia. Same old place, same old city. What can I do? I'm falling in love. I'm just an old hound dog roaming around, oh Lord. I got all this in heaven above. Oh Atlanta, I hear you calling me. I'm coming back to you one fine day. No need to worry, there ain't no hurry, 'cause I'm on my way back to Georgia, on my way back to Georgia.
Thank you so much, Mallory, for sharing your talents with us. Transformation cannot occur in our daily lives without constant encouragement from those around us. One specific group of people have been a huge part of our FFA journey, and without them, we would certainly not be the same. You see, they are the backbone of our FFA experiences throughout high school. They invest so much of their time and energy to ensure our success. They serve as our role models, our inspirations, and even a big part of our family. These people have truly touched our life, and without them, we would not be the same, and words cannot truly express how thankful we are for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so honored to present you to a huge part of our success, our FFA advisors.
Mr. Earl, we are in the short rows now. I do not know what I would have done without our long talks, all of your advice, and your endless support. Someone once told me that you never take the credit for your students' success. However, I give all the credit to you. Without you, I would still be the shy, quiet girl on the left side, second row, third seat. All of the motivational Mondays, Earlisms, and my daddy Mr. Earl talks have helped mold me into a person with character. Mr. Earl, you have always pushed me in the right direction. And if that was wrong, you told me to go left. I do not know what I will do without you next year. I will probably get lost in Clemson again. Thank you. Thank you for all of the waffle trips, the fun school trips, and laughing at me when I trip. I love you, Papa Earl.
Don't you do it.
Mr. Earl, you told me not to cry, so here it goes. I'm honored to give you your advisor recognition plaque. And to the MACV FFA chapter.
Miss Black, thank you for all the behind-the-scenes work that you do for our chapter. Thank you for always being there whenever I needed to rant and reminding me that being the backbone and doing all the hard work is just as important as being in the spotlight. Miss G, where do I even begin? Remember that quiet little brown-headed sophomore girl that never even dreamed of speaking in front of people? Well, she's laughing at how far she has come. Thank you, Miss G, for everything that you have done for me, inside the classroom, but most importantly, outside the classroom. For teaching me how to change my oil, changing my tire at 9 o'clock at night, for being a shoulder to lean on when I had nowhere else to go, and most importantly, thank you for pushing me far beyond anything I ever thought I could be. Miss G, thank you for changing my life. Miss G, gonna keep it short and sweet so I don't cry? Yeah. Thank you. And to the Pickens County CTC FFA chapter, my retired state jacket.
Mr. Willingham, I don't even know where to start. You were the mentor I was looking for in my life. You were there for me when no one else was, and for some crazy reason, you saw potential in me. You invested in me and took this insanely shy girl and turned her into a public speaker and leader. I learned more about life from you than anyone else. You taught me that it's about personal growth, doing the right thing, and always putting others first, and not about the awards and recognition. I will never forget all those times when I came into your class upset, and instead of teaching a lesson plan, you gave us a lecture about life and had some perfect quote and story to go along. You are a really great teacher, and I hope to follow in your footsteps. I love you so much and could never repay you for the life that you have given me. Okay, now we have to stop crying because I have something to present to you.
Here you go. And for the first time, State FFA jacket to the Blythewood chapter.
Mr. Harmon, I wish more people in the world were like you, eager to teach, quick to listen, and willing to work. You've taught me so much about agriculture and about life. I'm just one of thousands of students that you have impacted throughout your years of teaching. Thank you for everything. I love you. Mr. Stover, since the day I walked through your doors, you've been a never-ending source of encouragement. You've been brave, teaching me to drive the tractor. You've been patient, dealing with my procrastination, and you've been kind, always encouraging and pushing me to break out of my comfort zone and embrace my gifts. I love you. People always tell me that I got spoiled rotten, having classes with two of the most amazing ag teachers, who also happen to be best friends. Y'all are the real deal. I know it, and so does everyone else in this state. I'm forever better because of y'all's impact and outpouring of love. Thank y'all for going above and beyond and teaching me so much. Love y'all.
Wow, I love y'all a lot. So, Mr. Harmon, thank you so much. Here's your advisor recognition plaque. And Mr. Stover, thank you so much. This is for you. To the Pillion FFA chapter, thank you so much for being home. I love each and every one of you so much, and I am so pleased to present you with my retired jacket.
Mrs. Jordan, though you've moved off to the low state now, I'm so thankful for your time at Pendleton when I always knew I could walk in your room and have a laugh, find a guitar jam in process, or have a random talk that helped me with whatever problems might be troubling me. Thank you for always encouraging me and randomly giving me surprise projects to toughen me up. From talking about my sheepies or managing for rabbits, thank you so much for your selfless love and encouragement. Mr. Barry, oh dear, where do I begin? You have the wackiest humor and the biggest heart. You took a young boy with a lame haircut and helped him and pushed him to be all you believed he could be. Whether it was hours of doing extemporaneous speeches, pelt identification, or working in the boiling hot garden all summer long, you were constantly there with a well of knowledge that never went dry. You took me to D.C., Yawkney, and Kentucky, and never batted an eye at how often I broke something on these trips. I was lucky to have you as a teacher, gifted to have you as a role model, and blessed to have you as a friend. Though I may not be in your class anymore, you'll always be the wise owl I turn to. Thank you. Miss Jordan, I only had you for a couple years, but I'll send you off now with a plaque of your own. And Mr. Barry, for all your weirdness and all your love, I thank you. And to the Pendleton FFA, my retired jacket.
Miss Jones, even though I never had any of your classes, I always knew you cared about me. You always gave us great laughs and advice, and I still look back and think about that crazy car ride to National Convention where we cut across 5 lanes of traffic on the interstate, trying not to die just to go to Cabela's. I swear you know more about horses than any living person should, but I thank you for always being kind, caring, and a friend. Mr. Asbel, from putting 1,000 sticky notes on your truck to letting all the pigs get loose at livestock practice, from my first CDE to decorating your classroom twice for your birthday, thank you for everything. You always know how to make us laugh, and you always push me to do my best. Thank you for being my first ag teacher and making me get involved in the FFA. It has been the best decision of my life. Thank you for handing me that offshore application sophomore year and telling me if it wasn't back by Friday, you would fail me. You have been a great role model, an inspiration, and a friend. All I can say is thank you. Mr. Socks, where do I even begin? You have taught me more than I can put into words. You have taught me all about agriculture, but also about life, how to handle failure, and if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Thank you for the countless hours you have spent investing all of who you are into the FFA, and for constantly making us practice for CDEs or whatever else was coming up next. Thank you for never accepting good enough and always expecting excellence. Thank you for always supporting my crazy project ideas. Lord knows I had a lot of them, and you always stood by me and gave me a helping hand, no matter how successful they were or how bad they failed. Thank you for never saying no. Because of that, we have so many great memories. Whether it's running the quick way for lunch, the turf grass competition, the times we stayed at the school till past midnight working, the great Lexington-Richland 5 flood of 2016, or working on countless Farm to 5 projects. You have always been more than a teacher, more than an advisor, and more than a mentor. You've been a friend and an inspiration. If I can one day be half the advisor you are, it'll be one of my greatest successes. All I can say is thank you.
Ms. Jones, Mr. Asbel, and Mr. Socks, we've had so many great memories together, and it is my honor to present you with your very first advisor plaques. And to the Lexington-Richland 5 FFA chapter, your very first retired state officer jacket.
Thank you again to our advisors and all that you've done to impact our lives. We know that we each hold a bond with you that will never be broken. Now, one highlight of our state convention each year is the recognition of the finalists in the state FFA STAR competitions. So first we have Star Farmer, then Star in Agricultural Placement, and Star in Agribusiness. These awards are designed to recognize outstanding achievement in both career and leadership development through a supervised agricultural experience. A pin, a plaque, and $1,200 will be given to our state winner, and a pin and a plaque will also be given to our regional winners. This money is to be used to go to national convention, a supported event such as WLC, or even a college scholarship. I would now like to introduce Mr. James Ulmer and Mr. Neil Crisp, representatives of the South Carolina Advocates for Agriculture, to introduce our state Star Farmer.
Thank you very much. I can't see a thing. How we doing out there? Good, good. I love y'all. I love y'all. Most of the time when I walk in the classroom, ag ed classroom, I say, "What's up, people?" And it's always good. It's always good. Mr. Ulmer and I are part of the board of Advocates for Agriculture. It's loosely attached to the Department of Agriculture. So I bring greetings from Commissioner Hugh Weathers and our chair, Ronnie Summers. I'm the vice chair. Mr. Ulmer, as most of you know, is an Ag Ed fellow, and I and our family are ag production people. We have a poultry operation and a cattle operation and a timber operation under our enterprise. This particular award is dear to me because it recognizes largely entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is that good thing that happens in folks who say, I can do this. I can do this. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. I may not get a great deal of support, which, by the way, each of you do have. But I want to be in business. Largely, agriculture, unless it's just a small garden, involves money. It's sustainable only if it will pay for itself and pay you. That's one of the things that's lost in sometimes, if you will, in our ideas about agriculture. I want you to know the grim reality. You've already had some ag lenders here. The fact is, if I could wave my magic wand, I would probably rename agriculture agribusiness, because that is in fact what it is. And so, I greet you in the name of the advocates, and we are here to present the Star Farmer Award.
And again, it's great to be with the largest and best group of FFA students throughout the world. Thank you, and we welcome you again at Clemson. Madam Secretary, would you read the winners, please?
Your Piedmont region winner is Josh Bobo of the Belton Honeypath FFA chapter. Your Mid-State region winner is Caleb Brown of the Saluda FFA chapter. Agribusiness. Philip.
Is Josh Bobo of the Belton Honeypath FFA chapter.
At this time, we will watch a video presentation of Josh's Star Farmer.
Thank you guys so much. The State Star Farmer is Josh Bobo from the Belton Honeypath FFA chapter. Josh is the part owner of Ashley Farms in Belton, South Carolina. Ashley Farms is a 400-acre diversified livestock farm that raises beef cattle, goats, chickens, horses, and hay. Josh is well trained to run all of the farm equipment, including the farm's tractors, hay mower, rake, baler, and sprayers. His many duties on the farm include fence building and repair, working in the farm's hay and forage production area, and the day-to-day operation of the farm. In his enterprise, Josh's main passion is building the beef herd. He is currently using a registered Angus bull to cross with Charolais brood cows. One of Josh's main job duties is castrating bull calves. He does this by the banding technique and does approximately 50 per year. Through his earnings on the farm, Josh has been able to purchase 35 meat goats, a decision he made so that he could diversify his operation and maximize his profits. Josh serves as president of the Belton Honeypath FFA chapter and has participated in soil judging, livestock judging, tool ID, tractor driving, and wildlife CDEs. Josh is a rising senior at BHP, and he plans to attend Clemson University and major in agricultural education so that he may become an agricultural education advisor. Josh's very patient FFA advisors are Glenn Stevens and Ben Woody. Your state star farmer is Josh Bobo from the Belton Honeypath FFA chapter.
Congratulations, Josh. We are so proud of you. At this time, Mr. Secretary, will you please read the names of the regional winners for the State Star in Agribusiness category, and will their advisors please join them on stage?
Your Piedmont Region winner is Philip Rhodes of the Calhoun Falls FFA chapter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you your State Star in Agribusiness, Mr. Philip Rhodes of the Calhoun Falls FFA chapter. Presentation. Now we will watch a presentation of Philip's SAE.
The State Star in Agribusiness is Philip Rhodes from the Calhoun Falls FFA chapter. Philip, along with his dad, started a nonprofit called Faith Hunters for Youth. Faith Hunters for Youth is a group of outdoorsmen that take underprivileged children hunting and fishing alongside an adult. In the process, they share Christian values with those students. Philip cultivates a portion of his family's property to plant wildlife food plots in order to provide the children with a safe place to hunt. Philip teaches younger students the importance of wildlife management and also how to identify common wildlife found in South Carolina. Faith Hunters for Youth hosts a wildlife dinner each year as a fundraiser for the organization, and Philip helps to clean and cook the game for this event. Philip learned much of his wildlife management skills in his natural resources class at Calhoun Falls. Philip is the chapter president for Calhoun Falls, where he has also competed in parliamentary procedure, tool ID, Green Hand Knowledge Bowl, and attended Washington Leadership Conference and multiple potential officer workshops. Philip is a member of the Calhoun Falls Sporting Clays shooting team. In this role, he teaches others proper safety of skeet shooting and gun handling. Philip also enjoys volunteering in his community. He is involved with the Lake Cleanup Day and town-wide cleanup, and he also volunteers for the Calhoun Falls Food Pantry. Philip's advisor is Miss Nancy McCannon. Your State Star in Agribusiness is Philip Rhodes from the Calhoun Falls FFA chapter.
Congratulations, Philip. At this time, we are proud to present the Star in Agricultural Placement Award. Joey, will you please read the names of the finalists?
Your Piedmont Region winner is Hunter Dubb of the Pendleton FFA chapter. Your Mid-State Region winner is Leslie Elizabeth of the Saluda FFA chapter. Your PD Region winner is Diana Grace of the MacB FFA chapter. Your Lower State Region winner is Trevor Stedman of the Barnwell County Career Center FFA chapter.
And your state winner for the Star in Agricultural Placement from the Pendleton FFA chapter is Mr. Hunter Dove. On behalf of the South Carolina FFA Foundation, I'm honored to introduce this state star, and now we will watch a presentation on his SAE.
The State Star in Agricultural Placement is Hunter Dove from the Pendleton FFA chapter. Hunter is employed by Clemson University's Simpson Research Station, located in Pendleton, South Carolina. Simpson Research Station is the state's beef cattle research station. His duties there range from feeding calves, baling hay, feeding minerals, maintaining cattle health, moving cattle to new pastures, fence repair, and general farm labor. Hunter has used his wages to invest in his own entrepreneurship beef cattle enterprise, where he has purchased 3 heifers of his own. Hunter does heat checks on heifers and then schedules them all in groups where they will be artificially inseminated at the same time. Hunter has learned to use seeders to insert into the heifers, which causes them to come into estrus at the same time. Hunter is an active FFA member at Pendleton High School and has competed in tractor driving, livestock, and wildlife CDEs. He has also participated in Leadership FFA Camp and Potential Officer workshops. Being community-minded, he participates in Town of Pendleton Beautification, West Anderson Church of God Litter Pickup, and several other volunteer experiences. Hunter is also a member of the National Cattlemen's Association, the Polled Hereford Association, and Anderson County Farm Bureau. Hunter is a member of the Pendleton FFA chapter, where his advisors are Ashley Priester and Blake Berry. The State Star in Agricultural Placement is Hunter Dove from the Pendleton FFA chapter.
Congratulations. Yes, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations to all of our 2017 State Stars.